everyone, and welcome to downtown Kenton. We're about ready for the annual Halloween parade. It's being sponsored by the Kenton Area Chamber of Commerce. And real quick, like before the parade gets here, I want to give special thanks to a couple of individuals. Obviously, the Kenton Area Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this fine parade. Special thank you to Warner Cable, Channel 12, and also to Kenton Car Care for the use of their electric. We couldn't do this without their assistance. And also, Richard Catterjohn is going to be doing all the filming tonight. I'm Bob Rowland. We'd like to welcome everybody, and the parade's on its way right now. And we've got, obviously, as all parades are, it's led by the some of Kenton's finest, the Kenton Police Department out here in full force. Honor Guard coming right behind them. And throughout the course of this parade tonight, we will be introducing the winners as they go by. All these selections have been made for the best costume, the best group, the most original, and so forth. And we will be letting everybody know about that. Stars and Stripes there. Kenton Post from the American Legion is with us. They're following the police department. And here comes the candy. As always, one of the favorites for the children is the candy. And one of the most important things to remember for you kids that are at home right now in any parade, you want to stay out of the road because there is a lot of traffic going on and we don't want anybody getting hurt. Turn it over to the marching band. And obviously you can see why we don't talk during the band. Some of Kenton's finest musicians right there. And here's our Best Costume Awards. The pumpkin there is Meredith Phillips, and the butterfly, as you saw go by, was Brianna Benjamin. So congratulations to both of them. Young ladies there enjoying the parade. Hardin County Litter Control and Prevention Office out with their banner. Litter is unbearable. And a lot of youngsters over there enjoying themselves, screaming. Citizens opposing the landfill have a truck full of clowns and some clowns walking alongside of the truck. And they're turning right up here at the corner of north of Main Street and Franklin Street, I'm sorry. And they're going to be heading up north and then turning back off onto Columbus Street and heading over towards the city building where it's at right now for all the prizes and trophies to be awarded for all of the costumes. Most original is the cows are Carrie and Kelly Turner, and you can see the cows over there being pulled. And also the Tin and the Straw Man is James and Matthew Hastings. And they were picked out of all that group as the most original for this year's parade. And another fine entry from the most original is the dinosaurs. They're bringing up the rear. And there's a nice old car for you. If you like old cars, there's one for you. You can see they've got kind of a Clampett mobile there. And we're going to turn it over to another band. And that band, of course, being the Kenton Middle School Marching Band, some fine musicians in the future. And here's Warner Cable's monster truck this year. Everybody up there wishing everyone a happy Halloween with their masks and so forth on. Again, thank you to Warner Cable for all their help tonight. Richard Catterjohn for the camera work. As always, does a fine job. He's going to sit there and just watch the monitor, not respond. Seroptis International of Kenton, all waving hi to Mom. Trying to get them all to wave over here. There's a Bart Simpson there, and more candy coming. Of course, in every parade, Richard, there is lots of candy.
Yeah, lots of candy. Here's the radiation guy.
The bees. He's got a couple little bumblebees there with him. Beekeeper outfit with a couple little bumblebees there. And now the scariest costumes. The prisoner, right over here in 1906, is Marlena Wallace. Marlena Wallace is the scariest, and the thug, which is, that is the Simpsons family. And I don't see the thug around here, but the thug was voted second place, Derek Bordner. And we don't see him yet. And still don't see the thug.
It's Jason!
Some more Best Costumes Awards. All these were candidates in the costumes for the best costume, the best group, again, the scariest, and the most original. And the judges down there had a terrible time trying to decide who they were. Carolyn Gilbertson, James Rapp, and Jim Crates, all three judges in there. So they did a fine and outstanding job. They had a lot to choose from this year, and the decisions are always difficult ones to make. There's our thug right over there. He's in the red and black plaid shirt there. He got second in the scariest competition. We didn't know what else to call him, so we labeled him a thug. And you can hear off in the distance there are more bands, and we got a piece of candy here being pulled. And the reason for that, as you can see, she can't walk too fast inside that little outfit right there. The Candy King having some problems walking right now, so she's getting a lift.
Kid, where's your mouth? Where's your mouth?
Little marching corps there. The Hallowed Saints of Immaculate Conception Church was that float. Almost let that one go by. There's Batman in the back marching and getting ready to swing her baton, or Batgirl as in my Batwoman, pardon me. I should better these things, right? And there's our cameraman. He did get on tape tonight. And you can hear more bands in the background. This parade, as usual, is loaded with lots of bands. There's another baton corps. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. They're hard to tell without their normal suits on. Again, all the winners, those that I've named off, will be given their prizes and awards in front of the city building a little bit later on this evening after the parade. And they are swinging around. They're going to pass in front of Ullman's after they pass by us. Turn it again over to a local band. It looks like the Ridgemont Golden Gophers. And you can see they're not large in number, but they do kick out some very strong music. We got another float here. You can see the witch on top of the van over there, and out back they've got the Ape Man and all kinds of good stuff up there. Lots of music. Drowning me out type music. And this is the individuals marching for the Vote Yes, Support Our Kenton Schools. Okay, now about that vote for Kenton Schools, you'll be able to see the question and answer period right here on Warner Cable Channel 12, Thursday night, starting at 7:30. Here's students today, leaders tomorrow. Again, more vote for our Kenton City Schools, and you can see they're getting a lot of support from the youth, our leaders for tomorrow, just like the side of the wagon says. All the kids did a fine job again this year, Richard, of dressing up, some very original, some of your standards.
Yeah, a lot of turtles.
Turtles is the popular one this year, very popular, and looks like we wrap everything up with the ladder truck from the Kenton Fire Department, the newest addition, that is, to the fine fleet of fire trucks that the Kenton Fire Department has. And of course, obviously, we have to be followed by the police to make sure the traffic stays where it's supposed to be at. So that concludes the live taping of this year's Halloween parade, sponsored by the Kenton Area Chamber of Commerce. Again, a couple of special things going out to number one, Richard Catterjohn, the individual behind the camera, the guy that you got to saw briefly on camera. Also to Warner Cable, obviously, for allowing us to come out here and do this. To Kenton Car Company for letting us use their electricity so we could get this on for all of you folks at home that aren't able to be here tonight. And Kenton Area Chamber of Commerce, I think I said them already, for sponsoring this. And all the great participants in this year's parades, everything from the costume designers to the costume wearers to the judges. Again, give the judges credit, Jim Rapp, Jim Krates, and Carolyn Gilbertson. All three of those individuals did a fine job. And this is Bob Roll saying so long until next year.